Hello everyone, how are we doing tonight? It's Monday Night Raw, it means it's May. We've got L.A Knight versus Ivar, Bobby Lashley versus Big Bronson Reed, and Liv Morgan versus Zoey Stark in Elimination Chamber qualifying matches. That's less than 2 weeks away now. I had to think then. Plus, we've got Jey Uso and the New Day teaming up to go up against Imperium. And then we've got HullyWood versus JD McDonagh. It sounds like it's going to be quite a busy show, which is quite nice to see. The amount of times that we sort of come on, we've got 1 or 2 matches announced. I'm quite pleased we've got a few bits that we can get our teeth stuck into. We'll probably be chatting about other bits as well. That's probably one of them, Mac. Thank you very much for joining. WrestleVotes have pretty much confirmed Rock is now heel. I expected that after the reactions that it was getting. I think they might have completely flipped the script on what they originally planned. I think they expected Rock to be cheered all the way up to Mania, but you've got people invested in this 2-year storyline. So if you don't pay it off, a lot of people will be quite annoyed. So yeah, I'm not surprised I've turned the Rock heel. How are you doing, Aaron? Hope you had a good birthday, dude. We've got Anthony in. How are you doing, Anthony? What's the wow for? Are you having a good weekend? Did you get up to much? Anything exciting happen? I'm just making sure I am all ready because last week we had a bit of technical difficulty, but looks like we are all good today. We've got Max still in. Thank you very much. According to Charlotte, she's already ahead of schedule. There's a chance she could make Mania. Ooh. Charlotte versus Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair, triple threat. That sounds like a banger. You'd have the experience of Charlotte, you'd have the experience of Bianca putting over and making Jade look amazing. I presume she's still spending a bit of time in the development center, but yeah, if that is the case, I'm excited because we haven't seen her for a while. So, do you bring her back as the heel with Bianca as the face and then Jade as the tweener? That'd be quite a good way to do it, I think. Because Jade has obviously got that cocky heel persona, but because she's WWE's newest toy to play with, I reckon that she'd probably want her to be the face. Anthony's ready. We're on the commercial break just before the start. But yeah, if you haven't already, like and share, subscribe to the channel. It does really help us out. And if you've got any questions, comments, anything like that, stick them in the chat and we'll get through to them at some point during the night. So, did people have a good weekend? Did you get up to anything exciting? I've got a few snacks at the side as always. With me gone. I'm quite tired tonight because I got up a bit earlier than I normally do. I don't normally wake up for Monday Night Raw till about midnight, so about an hour before. And today I've been up about 2 hours before. We've got Leo in, had a birthday. Happy birthday for the weekend, dude, whenever it was. Hope you had a great time and you got all the gifts that you wanted. Tokyo confirms a Fiend for Tokyo 24. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm quite surprised they haven't done more with the Fiend and everything for 2K. Do like a special edition, special Bray Wyatt edition, or something like that. You did? Good to hear, dude. Good to hear. Love it that you had a good birthday. We've got Cody backstage. Don't worry. We'll have our year. Don't worry, we'll have our year. Such a shame to go down that way, but It's one of them. I don't think the better team won. That's the thing. How do I feel about L.A Knight? Yeah, I like him. That's why I've got him as a thumbnail for tonight's show. He's someone that I think is massively over, deserves a title run at some point very soon. While he's still hot, because it could be they don't pull the plug on him. If they don't pull the plug on him, usually people like that fall into obscurity. So we're starting off with this 6-man tag. So let's get you a poll going, guys. Let's get this going. We're almost there for you. It's nice to start off with a match as well, rather than just a promo. There you go. Get that on for you. Feel L.A Knight, his push is slowing down. Yeah, that's the problem. If you don't snap a title onto him soon, that could be the end of his push. It's Taylor Swift's fault. I think Taylor Swift could only be a benefit for the Super Bowl. There was a lot more people interested in the Super Bowl this year, mainly because of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's involvement. So I think that is only a good thing for the Super Bowl, for the NFL in general. If you're brought her into WWE, you'll think of the eyes that she would bring onto the product. Look at what Logan Paul is doing. It's exactly the same scenario. And I think cross promotion is only really going to be a benefit for this. Tokyo released the entrance on 7-year anniversary of Bray Wyatt winning the WWE Championship. If they have done that on purpose, that is a nice little memory. She could be an anti-hero, Leah. Jokes for days, aren't you, Leah? But thanks for joining, man. Sami Zayn versus Nakamura is planned for the main event. Nice. Yep, that match wasn't announced when I set the stream up earlier on, so we've got another match that we didn't have earlier on. So who have we got for this match? Jey Uso and New Day, both getting massive pops. Jey having the crowd eating out the palm of his hands. There's a certain New Day rocks yeet, New Day rocks yeet. And here we go. We've got Imperium coming out. Gunther, longest reigning IC champion of all time. Do people think it's been a good reign? Or do they think that there's been some missteps? We've got Ludwig Kaiser coming out and Giovanni Vinci with him. Last time Triple H booked Nakamura versus Zayn, it was match of the year candidate. I think it was NXT match of the year on it. Gunther's a great heel, 100%. Gunther's a great champion, a great wrestler, a great man from what people say backstage. Is such a nice guy. But as soon as he gets in that ring, he's an evil SOB. Recap from last week. We had Jey Uso and Gunther facing off. New Day came out to make the save after Gunther and the rest of Imperium started attacking Jey Uso. So I'm quite surprised they are starting with a 6-man tag. I thought they might have started with probably with an Elimination Chamber qualifying match, because you've got 3 of them announced and you could have had them spotted all the way through the night. At least Nakamura's not facing Cody again. Yeah, I think there's no point in doing that anymore. I'm sorry about these yawns, guys. Don't jinx it, yeah. I mean, he's not got a match announced for Elimination Chamber yet, has he? Oh, Kofi. Plenty of chops to Ludwig Kaiser. So them two starting the match off. Gunther's obviously known for his chops. Oh, what a knee to Cody. That looks a very vicious knee. Kaiser off the ropes, went for a boot, but Kofi got out the way. Beautiful drop kick from Kofi. Big lariat taking Kaiser down. Tagging in Xavier Woods. There we go. We're getting the rapid attacks from the New Day. We had a couple of boots, a splash, an elbow. We're getting a Becky Lynch graphic saying that Becky's going to be alive tonight. Xavier Woods stomps to Kaiser in the corner. Kaiser seems to have been isolated quite a lot. Jey Uso's got the tag. Crowd pop for that. We're getting the yeet stomps. Fightful's Raw plans have Truth, JD as Judgment Days. As Judgment Day. Our Truth. Not Judgment Days, JD McDonagh. Okay. That seems more complicated than it is. Because I got R-Truth versus JD McDonagh from what I said, but oh well. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, in comes Gunther. Gunther versus Jey Uso. Oh, Gunther tags straight back out to Giovanni Vinci. Vinci mocking Jey Uso. Now in comes Gunther. Now Jey Uso's down. Oh, what a chop from Gunther. Vinci had Jey Uso's arms behind his back. Sean has it listed like that as a joke. Oh, okay then. Okay. So Kaiser is back in, raining blows down on Jey Uso. Oh, Jey Uso fighting back, right hands to Vinci on the outside as well. Went for Gunther, but Gunther got out of the way. Kaiser clotheslines Jey Uso to the outside. Big boot from Gunther. Yeah, Truth beat JD to kick him out, 100%. Great fun as well. Such a fun story. I mean, our Truth is brilliant anyway. What do people think of the new lighting setup? I've got a couple of new lights. Well, that one, it does look more red than there. I don't know if that's just the way that it is on the screen. And I've got one this side, which is actually customizable. WWE gets what they want in Rock Wrestling at Mania. Rollins gets his Mania main event as world champion. Rock gets to work with Roman at Mania, and the fans get Cody finishing the story. Everyone wins. The rumor is they are doing a 2-night match. Cody and Seth versus Roman and Rock. Main event of night 1, and then Roman versus Cody night 2. That is the way they are looking at it, which you'll get the Rock on Mania again. So it does tick what everyone wants. I don't know if I'd make it a 3-on-3. Add Solo Sikoa into there, add Sami Zayn into there. That would be an absolute I think it would be an absolute banger. I think it'd be great fun. Let's see how it looks on screen. I go to that one. There we go. Got Solo hits the pin again. Yeah, could be. Yeah, because if you've got Solo in the pin, it keeps Roman and Rock both looking strong in case you did want to do anything with them in the future. Yeah, this new light is quite funky. I'll just move it a fraction so I can put it on screen. I think it's a bit too bright. So all it is a little tube, but you can have some funky colours, funky sort of effects on there. Very lightsaber, isn't it? That just looks like really cool, like a lightsaber. And you can have different sort of colour patterns. But because it's Monday Night Raw, we are going red. So we are back on Monday Night Raw. We've got Jey Uso in the ring, still with Ludwig Kaiser. No, it's not. It's Vinci. No, it is Kaiser. I don't know why I questioned myself. Kaiser gets the tag to Vinci. Xavier Woods gets the tag. Woods takes Gunther off the apron. Kofi off the top rope. Neckbreaker from Xavier Woods. Kofi with a famous air. Beautiful DDT from Xavier Woods. Kofi on the top. Frog splash. Beautiful. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Beautiful fast-paced action here. So what are people gone for? 89% of you think it is going to be Jey Uso and the New Day getting the win. What do we think? Kofi with a kick to Kaiser on the outside. Vinci goes down with a big lariat for him. Kofi off the ropes. New Kofi with a boom drop. I don't know why Kofi's changed his ring gear, because he used to do matching stuff with him and Xavier Woods. Kaiser's grabbing the ankle of Kofi from the outside. Kofi tossed to the outside. Kofi thrown into the steel steps. How did you not hear that, ref? Beautiful, vicious kick from Vinci to Kofi. Vinci throwing Kofi back into the ring. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. We're getting a graphic for Cody as well tonight. In comes Gunther. Calls commentary when Cody finishes. Star's going to feel so good. Yeah. Listening while he gets Taco Bell. Never had Taco Bell, dude. It's not my style of food, I'm afraid. I know people do like it, but it's just, yeah, not for me. Point of the elbows to the nose of Kofi. Gunther just sort of mocking Jey Uso on the outside. You're not so big on Taco Bell either. Why are you getting Taco Bell then? You've got plenty of other options. Roman versus Cody Seth Night 1, Cody Roman Night 2, yeah. Like I said, if you added Solo and Sami Zayn into the match, I think it'd be absolutely crazy event. Chop to Kofi from Gunther, takes Kofi off his feet. Gunther then takes Jey Uso off the apron, leaving Xavier Woods there. Crave it once or twice a year. Sometimes goes years without Taco Bell. I don't even have it. Crave it once or twice a year, dude. Gunther, Boston Crab on Kofi and trash talking Jey Uso. Jey Uso just comes straight in and open and slap to Gunther. Very vicious. Gunther's fuming. Gunther isn't very happy. WWE has other plans for Sami at Mania. I mean, I'd quite like to see the Kevin Owens and Sami feud again. Because they're just so good working against each other. They are fun and they are good together, but working against each other, they are just so much better, I think. So I did forget first commercial break. So we're on the second one. So I have opened my Kinder Bueno minis already. I've got multiple little biscuits. So I've got a few Kit Kats. I have got a couple of breakaways and blue ribbons. I've got like one or two each of them. And then I have also got a mint version of a classic UK one, Terry's Chocolate Orange. It's not orange, it's Terry's Chocolate Mint this time. So segmented, mint flavoured chocolate, absolutely delicious. Dairy Queen has a very passable tacos. There was a place that I went to in LA while we was there for WrestleMania last year. That was absolutely delicious for them. They had like pulled pork, pulled steak, shredded pork. Absolutely lovely. Hope Jey wins the title, but don't know how that would go. I don't mind if he doesn't win the Universal title. I'd give him any title. I mean, if Damien Priest cashed in on Seth when he's allowed to, because there's a report saying that because Seth is injured, he is not allowed to cash in, which obviously means we're not going to get a cash in until Seth is cleared. So if you have that title dropped to Damien Priest, I think Jey taking the title off him would be an easy way to go. It would be believable, because they are both great workers. Oh, Jey wins it from Gunther. I think Jey deserves not a bit of a higher title, but I think there's people more deserving of winning the title from Gunther than Jey Uso at the minute. I wouldn't be opposed to having him win the title, but maybe just not from Gunther. I think if you're going to put the title on someone and have him dethrone Gunther, I think it has to be something monumental. I mean, it's come out that Damien Priest isn't allowed to cash in because of that reason. It's been reported by a few places. Cultaholic is one of them. Because Rollins is not medically cleared, he's unable to wrestle in an official match. If he is unable to wrestle in an official match, he is not allowed to be cashed in on. There we go. Observing if Knight can't win the Intercontinental title, I don't know who can. Knight, for me, is someone that I think would be a great person to do it, but Gable to me is the one that should be doing it. Misfit thinks it's Sammy beating Gunther. But yeah, I mean, WrestleZone, Cage Side Seats, Wrestling Inc., Cultaholic, all have come out and said that Damien Priest isn't allowed to cash in. Vinci came off the top, but it's a super kick from Jey Uso. Jey Uso standing up, challenging Gunther to come in. Gunther wants the tag. Gunther tags in face to face, going face to face with Jey Uso. Went for a chop, misses. Jey Uso with right hands. Oh, but it's a chop. He can do with Theory and cashing on the mid-card belt. Yeah, I agree. He could go for the US title, but Logan Paul is never there. And he could go for the IC title, but I think going against Gunther is risky. Vince should be out for the night after super kick from the top rope from Jey Uso. Yeah, that would great sell from him. Jey Uso going up to the top. Cross body off to Gunther. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Priest isn't going for any other title than the top ones. He shouldn't. I think they backed themselves into a corner when they had Theory do it last year because it just wasn't worth trying. It was trying to go in for Roman Reigns' title with a Money in the Bank briefcase just wouldn't work. So he went for a title that he felt like he could win. Jey went for a spear, but Gunther caught him. Gunther taking New Day off the apron as well. Ripcord, clothesline from Gunther. 1, 2, kick out at 2. It's the point to making other champions exist. Shouldn't matter if you are injured. That has not stopped people in the past. No, but they haven't been medically restricted from wrestling at the time of the cash-in. Jay's just got a spear. 1, 2. Broken up by Kaiser at 2. Going to fail whoever he cashes on anyway, so why not just waste it on cashing in on Gunther? It's not like Gunther cares about the case. No, but I don't think he want. I think he believes in Damien Priest and doesn't want to throw it that sort of opportunity away. I think if you have Damien Priest cash in on Gunther and lose, it just confirms that Damien Priest isn't thought of highly when he actually is. 1D from New Day, well, Xavier Woods and Jey Uso. Jey Uso's up on the top. Kofi Kingston just flying over the top to the outside. Jey Uso with a splash. 1, 2, 3 on Vinci. Yeah, if you're talking about Damien Priest, I think if you have him cash in and lose it on Gunther, it just devalues the whole Money in the Bank briefcase itself straight away when it's such a good tool. If you have Seth lose the title, I don't know who to. Even if you have CM Punk win it off him, and then you have Damien Priest cash in on CM Punk and lose, I still think that would keep Damien Priest looking stronger than losing it to anyone else. Roman will have so many people playing a factor to cash in on Roman Reigns. Judgment Day isn't as strong as the Bloodline, especially if The Rock is there. I think trying to cash in on Roman anyway just doesn't mean anything if you're trying to cash in on Roman. WWE already told us not to care about Seth's title, and that's the problem with what people think about it. I think putting Seth in this main event match at WrestleMania is trying to push that title and elevate it back to where it should be. You'll look at what Seth did when he first took the title. It was defended quite often in very high placed matches because you didn't have Roman's title there. And I think it was a more enjoyable title scene and title run than Roman's title was. Vinci got at the West side, yeah, 100%. Priest is 100% not winning. I think it depends on who Seth drops the title to. If you have Seth and Punk go on an absolute tear, the Raw after WrestleMania, CM Punk comes out with the title that he wins off. No, he won't be, will he? Unless Seth works the second night. Yeah, Punk's injured. I completely forgot about Punk being injured. I think you can have Damien Priest win the title and it would elevate him. It wouldn't devalue the title. Yeah, Punk is rumored to be out till around SummerSlam time. Title situation ends up after Mania. Priest only has until July 6th to cash in. That is the 2024 Money in the Bank date, yeah. Yeah, Joe's getting the Punk match with Seth. I don't know, because if, like I said, if Seth is working the main event with Cody, why couldn't you put Seth defending his title on the Monday Night Raw to give that something special? I would think that would be a good thing to do, rather than having a spot taken up on night 2 for a match. So we're going to recap of the press conference for WrestleMania from Thursday, which the whole world has been talking about. Cody, Roman, Rock, Seth. Yeah, Cody's going to work 2 nights, but if Seth is just coming back from injury, I don't think you want to press that. So I think you could have him wrestle night 1 and then have a bit of a break, rest up night 2, and then Monday Night Raw, main event against Drew. Oh, we're going Bobby Lashley. We've got Silly Central 3.0 in. How are we doing? Howdy. So where we go, first match of the Elimination Chamber qualifiers. We are going Bobby Lashley versus Big Bronson Reed. So let's get that poll going for you. So we've got Street Profits and B-Fab joining Bobby Lashley. There we go. Get your votes in. Oh, it looks like the rest of Bobby's faction are not coming down to the ring. It's already done for you, I said, don't worry. So, yeah, we are getting that match in a second. Lashley should win with the Street Profits with him. Is Lashley can't be losing to Bronson Reed. If Street Profits have gone in the back, could that be signalling a Bronson Reed win? I wouldn't want to say that, but I mean, it could happen. So who else? I mean, I was going to say who else do we think is going to be in the Elimination Chamber, but WWE accidentally leaked that, didn't they? Especially the women's one. So we've got we've had a bit of Twitter activity with Tom Talks Rubbish. He's just interviewed our Dom, and he's doing an interview with Sam as well. They're talking about WrestleSphere, joining the podcast, building the podcast up itself. So if you don't want to go check them out, I've just put a link into the chat. So youtube.com @Tom Talks Rubbish. He's interviewed myself, he's interviewed Anne, he's also interviewed some of the biggest wrestling journalists on the absolute planet. Let's have a look. I don't know why I just went back. So, I mean, he's interviewed everyone. I think he's done people. Yeah, he's done Sean Ross Sapp, Adam Pacitti from Cultaholic. He's done a lot of the guys. So if you want to go check him out, he will appreciate that. Give him a follow, give him a like, and a subscribe. He will keep you very entertained. And while you're there, if you do follow WrestleSphere over on Twitter or YouTube or Instagram, give the guys a message. Just saying hello. So I'm going to have one of my Kinder news. So 75% think it will be Bobby Lashley winning. People aren't giving Big Bronson Reed much credit for this. I mean, I don't know whether he will, I don't know whether he will, but that's the whole point of that for you. So when do we think, with it being WrestleMania season, do we think we'll start getting some Hall of Fame inductees announced at some point? Who would you want inducted into the Hall of Fame? What do we think? Who would we want? I can't remember what to edit my headline. Right, there we go. Edit headline. There we go. Who should be announced for the WWE Hall of Fame 2024? Who do we think? After the Chamber, it will be. I thought they usually started doing them around the Rumble time or just after the Rumble. No, I'm a big fan of Bronson Reed. Hopefully, he gets in some good offense and only gets beat with outside interference. Can't see him winning. I don't know. I'd like to see him win. We're getting an Andrade promo. Great to see him back in WWE. Had a good showing at the Rumble. Unbelievable performer in NXT. Might think it's Brian Pillman, Bray Wyatt, Mickie James, Demolition, maybe Pamela Anderson. I don't think that's a bad lineup. I would probably swap Pamela Anderson for Cyndi Lauper because I think Cyndi Lauper should have been in a long time ago. Deserves it for her work with the Rock and Wrestling Connection, the very first WrestleMania, and Captain Lou Albano. That crossover is what made her a household name for wrestling fans and what made wrestling a household name for music fans. Since Hunter took charge and delays it, okay. But I do think, it should be Cyndi Lauper at some point sooner rather than later. If Bronson Reed loses here, something is wrong. Lex Luger needs to be in. Yeah, Lex Luger's someone that I thought should have already been in. There we go. Big Bronson Reed is coming out. I like the fact we're getting video packages type before matches again or during the entrances. I do like the fact that they are putting a bit more production onto video packages because I loved the old Titantrons, the video package entrances where you used to have them showcasing moves every so often. Brilliant. So going a quick recap of SmackDown. L.A Knight trying to interfere in the Drew and AJ Styles match. And Sami Zayn and Randy Orton. Randy Orton beat Sami Zayn. Bronson should be in the chamber. Him not being in the chamber in Australia is just as bad as not having Rhea on the show. I had to put him in a singles match and give him a win. I think if you're going to do the Elimination Chamber, what's the expected outcome of the winner for the winner? Title match at WrestleMania? I just think that I would have Bronson Reed go up against someone big, especially at Elimination Chamber, and then especially get that win. Reed's always reminds you of Bam Bam. How would you feel without? How would it look without the facial hair? I mean, Bronson Reed would need some head tattoos first, but I can see where you're coming from. When it gets Seth, well, if you're doing that, you're putting Drew in there. And if you're putting Drew in there, you're giving Drew the win. But again, I wouldn't have Drew and Seth on night 2 of Mania, because I think you could use that spot for someone else. If Drew hasn't re-signed, there's no way. Yeah, if Drew's in the chamber, there's no way that he hasn't re-signed. He's not winning. Bronson Reed just driving Lashley into the timekeeper's area. Orton is in the chamber. He's not winning. I mean, would you be opposed to Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins? I wouldn't. I think that'd be a good match. Why is R-Truth going against JD again? Because JD still thinks he's in Judgment Day. R-Truth thinks he isn't. I don't know. Fun match, I reckon. Like, if you did what you said, if Reed wins that solo, he gets the singles match with Seth after he drops the belt. Yeah. I would... Elimination Chamber, obviously, if you've got Drew in the match, in the Elimination Chamber match, he won't be having a singles one. But if you have... I don't know, let's bring the roster up. Roster. Raw. I mean, is Braun Strowman still out injured? I think he is, isn't he? Is currently working under Braun Strowman. Yeah, I think Braun Strowman is injured. I mean, if Cody is called his shot at WrestleMania, I wouldn't have him anywhere near the Elimination Chamber. I probably wouldn't even have him in a match there at Elimination Chamber. But if you put him up against, I don't know. I think if you put him against The Miz, I think that'd be quite a fun match. Bronson being in the chamber in his own country is a showcase of Bronson. Yeah, that's a shame. Because I think getting a win against Strowman would be a good win for Bronson. I think that'd get him cheered. Cody's already booked for the chamber. Yeah, I thought so. I mean, you've got Rhea Ripley on the show versus Nia Jax. There's no way Rhea's losing that. And then you've got Judgment Day versus British Strong Style. I'd love British Strong Style to win that. Sammy didn't win in his own town. Well, we didn't expect him to. And he went on to main event WrestleMania. Bronson losing in the chamber will be fine. I think he has to, if he goes into the chamber, he has to be the last person to be pinned. I do not want someone. If you're not going to have him be the last elimination, I don't want him in the chamber because I want him to look good, especially in Australia. Lashley, huge suplex to Bronson Reed. 1, 2, kick out. Yeah, I mean, I think if if Triple H is booking, I think you are more likely to get Bronson Reed looking good. But Bobby's going shears. Bobby is getting some good reaction. Reed eats a shoulder tackle from Lashley. Lashley's fielding across and is on Raw. I was going to say, yeah, SmackDown. Bronson Reed's back up to his feet. Lashley's just dragging himself up in the corner. Bronson Reed went for the splash. Huge slam from Lashley. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from Reed. That was a huge, huge slam. Can Bobby beat Crossing like 2 when it's sending back to NXT? I think maybe. Before Seth got hurt, it was going to be Seth versus Bronson at the Chamber. Now, like I said, that makes sense. I would prefer that sort of match to showcase Bronson Reed than putting him in an Elimination Chamber. Bronson Reed going up to the top. Lashley's in the drop zone. Nope, Lashley's back up to his feet. Huge slam from Lashley off the top to Bronson Reed. Lashley with a spear. 1, 2, 3. Bobby Lashley does qualify. So that's what I mean is I think you've got to have Bronson Reed in a singles match and get a win. Let's have a look. Where is it? Matches. Because I mean, if you go back, I'm just going back. Last time Bronson Reed won a televised match was the 11th of December. So it's like, it's 2 months ago. So I think, yeah, it deserves to have some time to be built up over the next sort of. Well, you can't even do that. You've got to build the match next week. Not having Bronson on the Australia show is a terrible decision, yeah. And against 2, the match that he won was against Ivar. Oh no, it was a double. That was a double count out. Oh no, yeah, defeats Ivar the 11th of December. But yeah, who would we put him up against? I think would it be absolutely hilarious seeing Bronson Reed go up against Dominic Mysterio? Dominic Mysterio is a super heel going up against the super athlete in Bronson Reed. No interest in seeing Ivar versus Bronson again. Yeah, that is overkill, but I think Dominic Mysterio is a great person. That would be brilliant fun. Think Dom will be in the chamber. Maybe. Let's have a look. So we've got Sami Zayn talking backstage. Well, he's not even backstage, he's in the actual auditorium itself. Sami's in some of the crowd seats, but we've got Nakamura on the screen saying, "What is wrong with you? You've had the glory, the moments. Have you forgotten that?" Nakamura saying, "You act like you're in misery. You want people's sympathy. Such a clever guy you are. Just like Cody." I'd love to see your true self in the ring tonight. The real you that tries to swindle people and stay in the spotlight. If you don't let your real emotions out, I won't tolerate it, says Nakamura. Your chance is gone. Don't worry. I will pick up your soul. Continue on my warpath forward. This is a great Nakamura heel character that he's doing. So yeah, Sami Zayn versus Nakamura. What we got next? By the looks of it, we're getting Cody coming up next. WWE don't give us an explanation as to why Cody's changed his mind. He's going to flip his lid. I think that's probably where they're heading with this. Or I hope that's where they're heading with this. So for birthdays, if you're still in on Monday, the 12th of Feb, birthdays, well, you've got one birthday, which is Akeem the African Dream, also known as One Man Gang. And Tuesday the 13th, which is where I am, we've got Tommy Dreamer. And just because it's around the corner, Valentine's Day, February the 14th, there is Big Viscera or Big Daddy V. We still need a reason, especially after he said not at WrestleMania. Yeah, I think I mean, we know WWE have changed the script because of the reaction that The Rock's getting. But I think if you're going to try and tell us something, I think it's going to really struggle. Cody said not at WrestleMania, but then he's now come out and said at WrestleMania. So I think there needs to be a very, very clever explanation. So what do we think the reason is? Why did Cody change his mind? Easiest option, I want to give the fans what they want. That's what I think. That's the only way that I think you can get around it. If you said that Cody's all about giving the fans what they want, and he saw that the fans did not want The Rock, so I changed my mind. I think that's the quickest, the easiest explanation. It makes sense, and it'll tick off everything that we want. Mayo Iwatani, Julia's birthdays are next week. Yep. I was lad to buy The Rock. Yep, same thing. I think that'd work. We just want a nice, simple story. We know what the story is. We know what we want when we get there. Just keep it nice and simple for us. That's all we want. It was kind of lad to buy The Rock, yeah. So we're getting a video package of the face-off, Rock and Roman versus Cody and Seth. Does this confirm that Seth will be cleared to wrestle at WrestleMania? Because obviously he said it was a risk whether he'd be there. But told him at day one he wasn't going to change anything. Yeah. I think it's the waters have been muddied a little bit with the reaction that The Rock got. I think that's really confused a lot of the story. Mm. So I said he should be ready to go by Mania. I thought he said that it was touch and go whether he should be able to be cleared by Mania. Here we go. We've got to do the war as we always do. Out the go. Let's go up. Oh. Whoa. Pyro as always. I don't know. If I was Cody and I was getting paid that much money, would I be paying for that much pyro myself? Because, I mean, it'd be up to, I think it should be up to the performer. If you want pyro, you'll pay for it. They wouldn't have made a Mania Chamber match to determine Seth's Mania opponent. Yeah, true. Cody's signing stuff for people. I don't think I've ever seen anyone else sign stuff on the way to the ring. Wonder if Wrestle Story stopped covering WWE because of Vince's stuff. Yeah, maybe. I might give him a message. Let's have a shifty. Yeah, they haven't been on in a full month, which is quite weird for them. But I think they've slowed down a lot on the amount of content that there was covering. They might be doing stuff separately. Don't know. Cody's getting massive chance. So let's see what Cody wants to talk about. Since New Year, they haven't covered wrestling. Yeah. Don't know what's happened. It might be the Vince stuff. It might not be. Cody wants to talk about how he believes that he'll be challenging for the Universal Championship against Roman Reigns. We've got a Cody chance. See, you can tell, but the people want Cody to finish his story. So Cody says the only reason he's able to say that it would be him against Roman at WrestleMania is because of the crowd. Your voices was heard. A week trending worldwide. Spreading the word, tweeting it. The word was, and I mean, the crowd have just started. We want Cody. That shows the support he's got. That shows people want him to finish his story. Cody doesn't know how he could ever repay us. Take the title off Roman. Take the title off Roman. Easy. That's all we want. Cody says he's going a bit emotional. Passionate. His astrological sign is a Cancer. He's known for wearing his hat on his sleeve. He doesn't want to go emotional because he would become a crybaby. And that's getting some boos. Obviously, The Rock used that phrase. Rocky sucks chance now. Cody says that the one person didn't want, we want Cody. So obviously The Rock is the one that didn't want Cody there. Oh, thought Rocky took chance in 2024. Yeah, it is a big surprise. there will be Cody Crybaby's match. I reckon there probably will be. Cody has to ask, what are we supposed to do with the nuggets? Cody's asking Pat McAfee what is meant to do with the nuggets. Cody still says he's a fan of The Rock. Cody said he did nothing to defile the name of his ancestors. Rock and Roman Reigns together is the perfect storm. Yeah. Cody says that, Rock, you put your hands on me. You slapped me. Cody's going to hit you back, Rock. Oh, we've got Seth Rollins coming out. I like the jacket Seth's wearing, as always. You know how over someone is if they get people to chant Rocky Sucks in 2024 and boo the hell out of him. Yeah, 100%. That's. It shows how over he really is. So what have we got? What's Seth going to say, do we think? Crowd just singing Seth's music. Japanese Dan Bryan Danielson going Japanese fans chant, "This is awesome, fight forever." Power of Cody Rhodes and Bryan Danielson changing the game. Absolutely. Cody wants to thank Seth for coming at the press conference. Cody, Seth says you're welcome. Seth says he understands his decision. You've got to finish the title, yeah, you do. Millions of people around the world want Cody to finish his story. Seth's right on the money there. Seth says you need to finish your story to Cody. Yep, 100%, right on point again. You need to finish your story for you, your dad, your fans, and me. If you don't finish your story, if you don't beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, the landscape on the other side of WrestleMania is very dark. Got the most powerful champion of the modern era, Roman. Is getting more power. He gets even more leverage. He shows up even less. He defends his title even less. That glass ceiling gets thicker and the brass rings get higher. Last real chance that anyone has to take the title. We're getting Cody chance again. Oh, Seth asking, what's the plan, Cody? You got screwed out of it last year. You fought your way back. You won the Rumble. The deck stacked against you, but the bar has been raised. How are people finding this promo? You got to deal with the biggest man in the entertainment industry, The Rock. I quite like this. It's very, very, very nicely done. Rocky sucks chant again. Seth tends to agree with the crowd with the Rocky sucks chant. Seth says to Cody, you don't have to fight the battle alone. Seth says we don't see eye to eye all the time. Seth says a couple of weeks ago, Cody, you said you wanted to take the title, you wanted to take everything from Roman. Seth feels it. Seth is sick of people like Rock and Roman. They're entitled pricks. They don't have consequences for their decisions. Seth doesn't want him to carry on going away with it. Very, very good. Very nice promo still. Seth says the man Roman Reigns is partly Seth's fault. Well, they started off on the Shield together. Seth says he couldn't imagine the monster Roman would become. So Roman standing with a man that's so as selfish and as self-absorbed. So when it comes to fighting the Bloodline, when it comes to fighting The Rock, when it comes to fighting Roman Reigns, there's only one man on Earth. One man on Earth who is unique enough. Great promo from Seth there. You still haven't asked Cody why he changed his mind. That could be coming up at some point. Yeah, that was a very good promo. I did enjoy that. So Gunther next week has to defend his IC title. Who's he got to defend it against? Is it Jey Uso? Yes, it's Jey Uso versus Gunther next week. Gunther versus Jey next week for the IC title. Yes, can't wait. So, we've got Liv Morgan coming out. Confirms Gunther still can't go to Perth. Yeah, I mean we know he can't. It is an issue, but there's not much we can do about it. So again, we're seeing a little bit of a video package. Well, it's not a video package, it's like a Titantron type thing before the start of the match during the entrance. I'm liking it. So Liv Morgan, Zoey Stark. There we go. Confirms Gunther will face someone else at WrestleMania. Yeah. And I'd love it to be Chad Gable. I really would. So we're on a commercial break again. If it was up to a Bron Breakker versus Gunther for the IC title, I'd like that. The problem that you've got is Bron Breakker's nowhere to be seen on a Monday Night Raw. Because he's nowhere to be seen on a Monday Night Raw, you can't build him up really. Unless you did an open challenge at WrestleMania. I mean, that I wouldn't mind. But I think people would be disappointed if it's not someone like Chad Gable that deserves the opportunity again. Who's been appearing on both shows. He's been appearing, but he's not actually signed with either show. So you can't really showcase someone if he's not being signed. I think if you're gonna push Bron Breakker, you need to have him signed with someone this week, or at least at the latest, the Raw after Elimination Chamber, because then you've got a few weeks, month to build him for WrestleMania itself. I think WWE is giving on the Chad Gable push. I don't think I don't want them to have. I don't think they will have. But it might be something that they come back to very soon. The DLP is talking to people about the IC title and never brought it up again. Yeah. So we're going to recap. Well, I say recap a video of after the Super Bowl yesterday and the Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs, getting a replica belt made. So we're getting a Liv Morgan video package. So we're going very first leg of the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour. Oh, I've got Zoey Stark as a response. So Zoey wants to make history as the baddest woman in the division. So, what do we think for this one? I think most people will presume it'll be Liv Morgan. You can get your votes in on the YouTube page. Don't feel bad for Liv Morgan fans who think WWE is going to pivot to Liv versus Rhea instead of the obvious Rhea versus Becky. Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing Liv win another title. But I know there is other matches that are higher up on WWE's list. So Liv eats a big clothesline from Zoey Stark. Zoey Stark raining some blows down. Zoey goes to pick Liv up for a slam. Liv counters, gets out of it. Head scissors takedown. Beautiful. If the mania press conference didn't already tell you it's Rhea versus Becky, don't know what to tell you. I agree. Liv versus Rhea versus Becky. I mean, they set it up even before that press conference. When you had the Becky promo saying that she needs to get back to her best. Liv's coming off the ropes. Went for a dive, but caught from caught by Zoey Stark. Zoey went for something over the rope, but Liv caught her with a forearm. Liv going all the way up to the top. Zoey up on the ropes. Catches Liv. Big move on the apron from Zoey Stark. Talking some trash, saying it's about me. How are people finding Monday Night Raw tonight? Has it been fun? Has it been enjoyable? Difference between Cody, Rock, and Liv Becky is they've been building to Becky versus Rhea. Becky ain't taking Liv's spot because Liv's been gone for 6 months with injury, yeah. People have been sort of weighing up the idea of Becky winning the Rumble or Bayley winning the Rumble. They both had stories there ready to go. And I think no matter which way you did it, if Becky won the Rumble, Bayley would have won the Elimination Chamber. Because Bayley won the Royal Rumble, Becky wins the Elimination Chamber. It's a very simple, linear narrative for this. Rock came and tried and failed horribly to steal Cody's Mania match because there isn't no story, but it's a story that doesn't need to be the main event of WrestleMania for a title. You could put Rock and Roman main event of any pay-per-view and it would still feel like a big deal. But you don't need to have the title in that match. So I think you need to take the title off of Roman first before then doing this match. We've got the Arch Violin. How are you doing? Or the Arc Vial. Don't have TV, so no way of watching this. You're like paying for it. I understand that, dude. If you wanted to watch wrestling on Google, you might be able to find somewhere that does show something. But yeah, if it's watch wrestling on Google, if you do it without the space, you might find something. Seth isn't even concerned with his own belt. World Heavyweight Championship is so buried. Yeah, this is the problem that we've got, is they've completely dropped the ball on Seth's belt. And I think without Damian Priest even just threatening, it just doesn't make it feel like a bigger deal. Liv with a step up knee. Codebreaker off the second rope to Zoey Stark. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. See what you can find. Yeah, if you just do the full, if you wanted to watch wrestling without a space, I'm not saying what you can and can't find. Liv again went for that step up knee. Zoey Stark powerbomb, gets a 2 count. Priest has barely mentioned teasing a cash in. He came out once or twice, didn't he? Sort of around the Rumble, but that's it. Files, they should set up Rock versus Seth and have Seth go over. Great way to elevate belt, and the motivation's there. That's a great shout. That's completely out of left field there. Liv kicks out at 2 again. Oh, there's some blood there somewhere. Looks like it's on the back of Zoey Stark's hand. Don't know if what she's done there. Time for Priest to cash in was during the Balor feud. Yeah. And again, I don't want it to go to a comedy segment with the Money in the Bank. Morgan with a crucifix pin. 1, 2. Beautiful transition there from Liv Morgan. I think you could you pull off? I'll go through it after the match, but I've got a bit of an idea. Liv went for a code breaker again, but blocked by Zoey Stark. Slingshot into the corner. Liv Morgan face first into the turnbuckle. Zoey went to follow up, but Liv got the feet up. Liv went for the Oblivion. Stark 1, 2. Kick out at 2. I think Seth and Rock going up against each other would be out of left field. I don't think Seth going over would be out of left field, though. Zoey Stark's going up to the top. What's she looking for here? Went for a corkscrew moonsault. Codebreaker. Oblivion from Liv. 1, 2, 3. Liv gets that win. So, now that's over. Time for Priest to cash in was during the Balor feud. What if you have had Balor take that contract out of the briefcase and sign the contract? So Balor is the one that gets the match itself. That could start the implosion of the Judgment Day. And if you have that, the Raw after Elimination Chamber, you could then do Balor versus Priest at WrestleMania, which I think would be okay. Damien Priest says that R-Truth isn't part of Judgment Day. There was no initiations to the beatings originally. The message is simple. It's an execution tonight. R-Truth will be the reason Priest fails. That allows Judgment Day to beat up Truth, sets for Miz to make the save, set up Awesome Truth versus Judgment Day at Mania for the titles. That's not bad. Although I do want British Strong Style to beat Judgment Day for the titles. I would prefer them to win. Motivation's there, and the seeds were certainly laid. He charged Rock at the kickoff show. Needs facing in on at the minute, and it needs to elevate it. Yeah, that's a good shout. So looks like we're going the JD McDonagh match now, going up against R-Truth. Let's get that poll going. Are we going to get another couple of them sort of graphics? R-Truth versus JD McDonagh. Cash-in failing is a comedy spot is bad, but that's where it's heading. I don't want to do it in a comedy spot. I want it to be a serious spot where Balor says something. You could probably go along the lines of, you didn't push hard enough to win, or didn't push hard enough to challenge for the title. So I took it upon myself to be that person. And it could be a very serious point. So I am going to be back in a minute. And they're back. Just needed a little comfort break. Got a call at night, got to wake up at 5:30. I mean, that's a couple of hours away. You might as well have stayed up. Yeah, I've got to be up at about 9 o'clock myself, which is like 6 hours away. But I still got another hour and a bit for this. But thanks for joining, dude. You have a good evening. So back on Raw. So McDonagh is in the ring. Balor's on the outside. So is Priest. So we've got our truth backstage. So our truth is wanting the Miz. Our truth wants the Miz's help. Adam Pearce throws our truth through Gorilla. So we've got our truth coming out. So what do we think on this one? There we go. McDonagh starts out quick, attacking our truth while his back was turned. JD McDonagh went for a big chop, misses. Our truth reverses, right hands. McDonagh fares first off to the ring, put off the turnbuckle. McDonagh reverses again. Oh, big sell from JD McDonagh off that. We're going JD sucks chance. Beautiful hip toss. Our truth still got it at, what is he, 52 now? Still super athletic for his age. Still looks fantastic in the ring. I love Pat McAfee on commentary. He says he's 36 and he pulled a muscle when he went to the toilet the other day. Our truth with an attitude adjustment. Dom Mysterio pulls JD out the ring, saves the pinfall attempt. We're going to another commercial break already. That's just annoying. So what's people got planned for the rest of the week? Just leave a comment, see what people are doing. I'm working. I'm off Thursday. The spinning elbow throws is so nice. It's beautiful. I mean, a lot of the stuff that R-Truth does is fantastic. Not just at his age either. He is brilliant at all points. I mean, the jumping splits thing he does as well. It's crazy. That's better than started with Terry's chocolate mint. Yeah, that's fine. So again, we're coming back to Monday Night Raw. So going back and forth. R-Truth getting the upper hand. McDonagh went for a kick. R-Truth off the ropes. Big shoulder tackle. And a second. Paying homage to John Cena. He's going to go off the 5-knuckle shuffle. Went for the You Can't See Me. McDonagh just got a kick up. R-Truth again looking for it. You Can't See Me. Off the ropes. With a 5-knuckle shuffle. So R-Truth has got McDonagh up. McDonagh catches, rolls through. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. R-Truth takes down McDonagh. Big kick to the midsection. Went for the scissors kick. Devil inside from JD McDonagh. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3. Basically, that was a pull up into a sad suplex, but looked very vicious. Beautiful. So that's that one. What are we going to get now? McDonagh getting a pat on the back from the rest of Judgment Day. Balor went to attack. But R-Truth fighting back. Balor thrown to the outside. Oh, we're going to face off Damien Priest now with R-Truth. McDonagh from behind eats a right hand, but Priest gives him a right hand as well. R-Truth just getting absolutely beaten down. 4-on-1. Are we going to get the Miz? Nope. We're going DIY. Judgment Day Scarper. Got a big chunk of trailish. Don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not going to try. 3 milk cake about to tear into Mexican recipe made with 3 cans of milk. Oh, get that in my face, dude. Truth nose to nose with Priest. Priest versus Truth match in the making. Fans would eat it up. Yeah. I think that'd be a good fun match. Got Cody backstage with Sami Zayn talking. Cody believes in Sami. Fans believe in Sami as well. Cody went for an handshake. Sami went for the hug. What matches have we got left? We've still got Becky to come out. But we've still got L.A Knight versus Ivar. Again, we've got a nice little sort of graphic for Becky Lynch. And I'm liking the fact that they're doing these. It's giving a bit of a different feel to the Kevin Dunn era. What do we think Becky's going to say? Are we going to see Rhea as well? Yeah, if we see Rhea, it's securing that WrestleMania match, in it. There's nothing else that can be done. I think we have Becky just say she's wanting to get back to the top. To get back to the top, she has to win the Elimination Chamber. Truth beats Priest, thinks he has won the case, takes off with it. Why the hell not? That'd be good fun. Rhea versus Becky just needs to happen. It isn't many, don't worry, dude. But what do you think Becky's going to come out and say in a minute? Zero Trick 328. Thanks for joining on Twitch. Stopped watching live 10 years ago. Hulu was all you need. I mean, if you can watch it all there, why not? Or watch at least the highlights. Problem is, we can go a month without the mid card being seen. I mean, I think that Gunther is doing a good job of holding up the mid card stuff. The amount of great matches that he can be having, I think he is doing a great job of making people look good, even if they are not anywhere near the main event scenes. Or would you have go from the main mid card to the main event scene then? Zero Trek. Who do you want to see elevated? Gunther's practically the B story. Okay. Chad Gable, yeah, I think Chad Gable deserves so much more. I mean, Otis is great. Ivar is brilliant. What are they going to do with Nia? She's after Rhea. I think Rhea's going to absolutely destroy Nia Jax at Elimination Chamber, and that'll push Nia to the back of the queue. Here we go. We're getting Becky Lynch coming out. So, bit shocked the Aussie tag team didn't interfere in the dual phase tag match. So, 4-way for the belts. That's a good shout. I'm quite surprised that didn't happen. I mean, I quite like the fact. Well, I say I quite like the fact. I wouldn't mind seeing British Strong Style go up and win the titles off Judgment Day. Probably going to see Nia come lumbering out. That's a good shout, no matter. Becky's got a big, big smile on her face. Oh my God, Becky chants. The man has come around to Kentucky. Becky's seen a very interesting sign. Becky says she might be going to the prom in 2034. Someone's got a sign saying, "Go to the prom with me." Becky says she loves that it's been unpredictable. Bit tired of Becky Zero Trek. I'm shocked at that. I love Becky. I think she's fantastic. The obsession for Becky has been great at times. Most of the time, though. It's the reason that she's got to travel around the world. So Becky once failed gym class, but she ended up going on to win the main event of WrestleMania. So it shows what you can do. So she met her husband, obviously Seth freaking Rollins. The obsession for Becky has made her miss weddings, birthdays, her own father's funeral. That's sad. She's had to explain to her daughter why she's had sort of bruises. She's had separated shoulders. She's good, but she was fed to us for so long. She is, but she's always going to be a brilliant performer. She's great on the mic. Becky isn't in the match at Mania, but is at the press conference. Bayley has a guaranteed shot, and she's ignored. And her story with the face turn is over as heck. I completely understand. I agree, dude. Crowd has to start singing to Bayley. I mean, I want Bayley to come out with the Bayley Buddies at WrestleMania. I miss the Bayley Buddies. Yeah, Becky's talking about winning the Elimination Chamber, going face to face with Rhea at WrestleMania. But even Becky says a lot of you will love Mammy. She needs her old NXT theme far superior to the main roster ones. This is what I've been saying for a long time, dude. A lot of the theme tunes now are very, very generic. We need a lot more. Becky's asking for a drink. Becky's asking everyone who has a drink. Becky wants everyone to raise their drink. Enjoy your last few weeks as champion. Bottoms up. Oh. Called it. Nia Jax is coming out. You called it. Great call, Norma. Fast superior to the main roster ones. Our current theme is like The Rock's. If you listen to the backbeat, yeah. Nia says that Becky knows Becky and Nia have had their differences. Quick, everyone, Nia's out there, race to get what's left at catering. Becky knew Nia was coming because her drink got little ripples in it, just like in Jurassic Park. Yeah. We're getting yo suck chants. Nia says she's got so much respect for Becky. Nia says if her mum was half the mother that Becky was, Nia would be lucky. Nia wants to become a mother one day. This is a very babyface promo at the minute. This is very weird. Nia's very emotional. Nia says that Becky's going to win the match at Elimination Chamber. Nia says there's nothing going to stop you winning that match at WrestleMania. JD Smith, how you doing? What's up, Hullimaniacs? Here's Mammy. Here she comes. Just have a problem with Nia. I mean, she does seem to injure people a lot. Yep, I know what you mean. Crowd going mad for Mammy. Rhea storm into the ring. Flying into the ring. Double leg takedown to Nia Jax. Nia thinks she's Drew McIntyre now. Yeah. Oh, Nia squashing Rhea and Becky in the corner. Drink went flying everywhere. Nia with a right hand to Rhea. Becky off the top. Drop kick. I mean, even though Nia Jax is the one with the title match, we're getting a Rhea and Becky face off. Rhea with a big boot to Nia, who was going up on the apron. But again, they're just proving the fact that it's going to be Becky and Rhea. Speaking of Drew, where is Sassy when you want her? So, yeah, we've got Drew backstage. Drew versus Cody next week. Nice. Drew says all he ever cares about is giving the fans what he wants. Drew says it's him that was pushing Cody towards the right decision. Joe says that Cody should be thanking him. Joe said he had to beat AJ Styles last week just to qualify for Elimination Chamber. Joe says he's doing things the right way. Joe says there should be two things you're avoiding: being in your prayers and fighting Drew one-on-one. So on SmackDown, you've got Roman and The Rock. That's live this Friday. And next week on Raw, we have got Cody versus Drew. They're going L.A. Knight, yeah. Crowd popping for L.A. Knight being on Monday Night Raw. Let's get you guys a poll going. There we go. LA Knight versus Ivar. You can get your votes in. LA Knight is so over. I love the fact that they've brought him across to Raw for the night. Just a shame they didn't do something a bit earlier on with him. So we're on another commercial break. LA Knight's obviously winning this, isn't it? Got to have LA Knight win. What else have we got left for tonight? We've got Sami Zayn and Nakamura. And then LA Knight versus Ivar. I think that's it officially. Advertising part 2 of the new Dune movie. Part 1 was quite good. I didn't watch it. I don't think it was my cup of tea. Nah, I didn't watch it. I just had to double check. Was it a good movie, Nomar? I've not been a sci-fi sort of fan, in all honesty. So we are coming back again to Monday Night Raw. Not a sci-fi guy. I don't watch Okie. That's the thing. I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm not a sci-fi guy, but I wouldn't say I am. I watch stuff like Star Wars, X-Files, and Fringe sci-fi, but there's very niche things which I'd like. But after that, Truth has just said he can't believe he's just been saved by DX. How's Road Dogg doing? Truth has got 2 words for you. Thank you. Not suck it. missed opportunity by Truth to say, "Can I get a raise to Champa?" That would have been funny. That would have been great. Oh, we've got Ivar coming out now. Is he coming out with Valhalla? Yeah, there's Valhalla. Why is Michael Cole so intense on these horns? Cole's upset she's not wearing the antlers. Yeah, no way Ivar is winning this. I don't think so either. You've got to have LA Knight, haven't you? Again, why wouldn't you have had LA Knight on the mic at some point? Because he's great. Such a shame that they're bringing him across and then not giving him an opportunity to speak or anything. Oh, Valhalla tried to grab the leg of LA Knight, causing a distraction. Ivar gets the upper hand to start with. Ivar with double underhook. LA Knight gets out. LA Knight with some right hands and left. Kick to the midsection and a DDT from LA Knight. Ivar rolling to the outside. LA Knight off the ropes. Drop kick to the outside. Pat McAfee with a yeah. LA Knight bouncing the head of Ivar off the announce desk. Right hands from LA Knight. Ooh. LA Knight elevated up and then dropped midsection first on the barricade. Crossbody into LA Knight on the barricade. That looked a rough landing. Why is Cole obsessed with the antlers? I missed that misfit. Don't know why. Cole's upset she's not wearing the antlers, but why is he obsessed with not wearing the antlers? It just seems to have a weird obsession with no reasoning behind it, by the sounds of it. Everyone is thinking L.A Knight's winning the match. So getting a Elimination Chamber preview package. So we're back on Raw. We've got Ivar on the top turnbuckle, L.A Knight climbing up. Looks like he's going for a suplex. Ivar with right hands, creating a bit of separation. L.A Knight with a vertical leap to the top rope. Superplex to Ivar off the top. 1, 2, kick out at 2. We're going, this is awesome chance. Ivar went for a spinning heel kick. L.A Knight went for a slam, but back gave out, couldn't get Ivar up. Big elbow to Ivar. L.A Knight went in, but tilt-a-whirl slam. 1, 2, kick out at 2 by L.A Knight. Ivar worked hard to give Knight that superplex. Yeah. Ivar double underhook up into a powerbomb. Beautiful. 1, 2, kick out at 2. What's Ivar looking for? Went for a Bronco Buster. Got out the way, did L.A Knight, and then a big boot. Running knee more like. L.A Knight with a beautiful slam. Elbow drop. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Stomps in the corner to Ivar. Crowd chanting yeah with each one. Valhalla up on the apron, talking some trash. Ivar with a big kick. Almost took Valhalla off the apron. Ivar going up to the top. Dome Salt. L.A Knight missed. Go out the way. BFT. 1, 2, 3. L.A Knight is going. L.A Knight is going to Elimination Chamber. So we've got Sammy backstage. Oh, facing off with Drew. Drew says, keep my name out of your mouth. And your nose out of my business. There, you got polls on there for you for the last match. Ivar's a hard worker, just lost in the shuffle, especially without his tag team partner. That's the problem, I think. Absolutely fantastic wrestlers, both of them. But with them being a tag team, if you take one of them out, you kind of have to try and keep the other one looking strong if you can. I think if they didn't have the War Raiders gimmick originally and then Viking Raiders, no, War Machine, wasn't it? Yeah, I think that's the issue. Is if you had Ivar just as a solo performer originally, it'd have been great. He's a good big man. He's very athletic, but now because he's a tag team performer for so long, taking him out of that situation, it's just going to always really make him struggle. So we're on commercial break. There's probably still going to be another 3 before we finish. Who's going to come up first? Sami Zayn, pop the crowd. Ivar and Reid have had some great matches. I agree. In terms of big men going up against big men, I think that there have been some absolutely fantastic ones. So we've got some SmackDown Elimination Chamber qualifying matches. And next week you've got Cody Rhodes versus Joe McIntyre. What else have we got? Jey Uso versus Gunther, the Intercontinental Champion. Eight-man tag match, R-Truth, The Miz and DIY versus the Judgment Day. Last Chance Battle Royal as well. Tried any hot sauce, Frank's Red Hot Original. You have it in the UK, give it a shot. I think we do because McDonald's have started using it. So Chelsea Green is Chelsea says it can't be the biggest WrestleMania without her. Got yours off Amazon. Amazon UK probably has it. I reckon it will do. I think we can actually buy it direct from grocery stores. Jade Cargill winning the Battle Royal, probably. There's a buffalo wing sauce as well that Red Hot do. Frank's Red Hot wings is meant to be absolutely delicious. WWE spoiled it. The last spot was going to Jade on the website. Yeah, deleted it. I saw that graphic earlier on. There we go. We've got Nakamura coming out. Someone on WWE site is going to get fired. Probably. I say probably. I don't think it'll be that serious. Might be a telling off. SmackDown will be doing double tapings next week due to the roster being in Perth for Elimination Chamber. Yes. Let's go. Wing sauce is good. Add some on some ribs. Yeah, it is good. It is a very nice sauce. So 2016 was when Nakamura debuted in NXT. Sad headlock from Sami Zayn to Nakamura. Oh, Nakamura with a big kick to the midsection. But knees to the midsection of Sami. Sad headlock now by Nakamura. We're going let's go Sami chance. Low bridges Nakamura to the outside. Sami bouncing off the ropes. He did his springboard backwards flip. And Sami Zayn doing a come on taunt. Tony Khan and Rossi Agawa have been a double agent. And then hiring Rocky Romero to do the same thing is certainly a choice. I mean, Tony Khan, you don't expect anything less, do you? So we're on another commercial break. I think this will be the last but one. There'll be one more after this. Don't want them to be, but you know, we can't help it. Tokyo just announced the Tokyo 24 Showcase Mode trailer drops tomorrow. Okay, better keep your eye out for that one. So we get an Elimination Chamber preview. Rhea Ripley obviously promoting that one. Sami Zayn's got the upper hand as we return from the commercial break. Sammy up on the second rope. Point of the elbow straight to the head of Nakamura at 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Nakamura with a boot. Straight to the chin of Sami Zayn, sorry. Sammy put on the top corner turnbuckle. Knee to the midsection. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from Sammy. Nakamura goes for a second pin. Nakamura, huge kick to a down Sami Zayn, and then another one. Nakamura's got a huge grin on his face as he goes for a third kick. Nakamura goes for a pin after a few more kicks. 1, 2, kick out. Reverse rear chin lock from Nakamura to Sammy. Just making Sammy carry the weight. Elbow to the face of Nakamura. Sammy sat on the ring ropes. Sliding German from Nakamura. Nakamura went for a suplex. Sammy flips over. Sammy, Michinoku driver to Nakamura. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Sammy looks a bit frustrated. Right hands from Sami Zayn. Sammy springboard off. Clothesline to Nakamura, takes him to the outside. Sammy bounces off the ropes. Flies over the top. Takes Nakamura out, but rough landing for Sammy. So, we're going to commercial break. Who do we think is going to get it? 75% of you think it'll be Sammy. 80% no. Think it'll be Sammy. 20% thinks it'll be Nakamura. We've got a few more minutes left. Sammy got very little issue on that dive. Yeah, it was a glancing blow, I think, more than anything. Observing thinks Nakamura's winning because Naka just lost to Seth. Could be, could be. But does Sammy not need a win? I mean, we know Sammy is a great babyface and he can overcome a bit of a loss. But do you want him to take so many losses back to back? So we've only got about 10 minutes left. What have we got? What do I think the finish will be for tonight? Do we reckon we'll see Drew McIntyre take Sami Zayn out? I think we probably will see Drew McIntyre. So we are just about to come back. We're just going to TNT Sports app. Well, it's TNT Sports logo. Nakamura has got the upper end at the minute. Plenty of time to end the match, and then after match shenanigans there is, yep. But if you're going to be pushing this feud between Sami and Drew, could you not have Drew be a factor at the end of the match? Exchanging forearms back and forth. Nakamura gets the upper end, but Sami's rallying. Sami asking for more from Nakamura. Nakamura went for a kick, caught it with the backside. That's the second spin. Nakamura's in the corner, signaling in for a Kinshasa. But Sami ducks. Sami, Blue Thunderbomb. 1, 2, kick out at 2 from Nakamura. Sami's back up to his feet in the corner. Nakamura's in the opposite corner, slowly dragging his way back up. He's looking for. Sami was looking for the Helova kick. Sami rolls to the outside where Nakamura is. Sami was looking old school for that DDT. Nakamura catches him with a kick on the way in, though. Nakamura on the second rope. Knees to the back of the head of Sami Zayn. Rolls into a pin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from Sami. Nakamura with some vicious knees. More knees to the sternum. And just straight boots to the head of Sami Zayn. Nakamura again going up to the second rope. And then another flying knee to the back of the neck of Sami Zayn. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 again from Sami Zayn. Nakamura with some just open slaps to Sami. Crowd chanting Sami, trying to give him the motivation he needs. Nakamura was looking for something, but Sami with a huge clothesline turns Nakamura inside out. So Sami's back to his feet, dragging Nakamura up. Straight right slaps and left. Nakamura trying to cover up. Nakamura eats an exploder suplex in the corner from Sami. Sami runs to the opposite corner, signaling for Nakamura to get up. Here comes Drew. Nakamura drop kick to the back of Sami's knee. Kinshasa to the back of Sami's neck. 1, 2, 3. Nakamura gets that win. Shinsuke actually won a match. Yeah, he did. So, do I think we're going to go anything else? Because we've still got a minute or two left. You knew it. I know you called it. You did call it observing. Lost to Seth 4 months ago. So you've got Drew in the ring now, standing over Sami. Drew just stomping away on Sami. Are we going to get Cody come out to save? Yeah, we are. There we go. Cody takes out Nakamura on the outside. In the ring is Drew. Exchanging right hands. Drew picks Cody up. Cody with a cutter. In comes Nakamura. Crossroads to Nakamura. That's how he sent the crowd home happy. Just give him Cody. Cody does get that Stone Cold pop when he does make the save. He does, yeah. So that is Monday Night Raw done, dusted, and it was an okay show. I don't think it was one of the greatest that we've seen. Performer of the night, I think either of the main event match participants was good. I'd give the main event match of the night definitely. I'd probably give the show itself a 6 out of 10 because it was a good show. It didn't really stand out. Nice promo for next week. Joe versus Cody for free TV. Yeah. Show was just all right. Yeah, I agree. Observing. I don't think it was a standout show by any means. Sami and Nakamura and Orton have a bad match. I mean, they're allowed to. They're just good enough where they can't. SmackDown was a better show. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle the past couple of Raws, I think. They've not been massively entertaining. They've been good. There's been some good promo. Oh, that Seth promo to start, I think that could be the segment of the night. But overall, yeah, I'd say 6 out of 10. It just was a very forgettable SmackDown, Monday Night Raw overall, I think. That's the big problem with it. It was forgettable. But that is the Monday Night Raw done, dusted, over and done with. So I am going to love you and leave you as I always do, because I've got to get some sleep. And I shall see you soon. So if you haven't already, like and share and subscribe to the channel. Prove you're a Hullimaniac, and see you soon.
This is the hardcore legend, Mick Foley. Well, hello and welcome to Give Me a Hall Yeah. I hope everyone there, right there in Yorkshire, is having a nice day. Bang, bang. Have a nice day. Yeah.